up, YouTube? I'm your boy AA 9 Skills. Welcome back to our Road to Foot Champions RTG edition. And today, oh my gosh, we got so much going on, Booyah Nation. Before we get into it, let me just say big ups for 24,000 likes in under 24 hours. I know a lot of YouTubers say this stuff. I know they always like saying, yo, but listen, I truly feel like I have the best supporters in the world. I love you guys. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you for the love and support you give on my videos. Even when I make mistakes, like I call Gary, I call Gray Gary. I constantly do it, but y'all still watch. So big ups for that. Right here, I'm selling Felipe Coutinho. I'm selling Willian. I don't really want to do it, but I got to, because today, I truly believe that we are going to invest in the best inform card in the game. And you're probably looking at me like, Skills, there's Team of the Year inform, like the Team of the Year is considered informs as special cards. You trying to say that? I truly believe that Walcott is the best inform card in this game, and we're snatching him up today for 180,000 coins. Now, I gotta waste a bit more to get him in the right position. Actually, I'm just gonna get a Hawk card for him. I want him a Hawk. Inform Walcott with a Hawk on him is amazing. But you're gonna turn to me and say, Skills, you said you hated informs. I don't really like informs, but when they change a position on a player, that's big. Why is that big? Well, Walcott's regular card is a left wing, a left forward, right? But when you're running down the left wing, and you shoot a driven shot across the goalie, Walcott's gonna do it with his left foot. Guess what? His left foot is a 3-star. He's a 3-star left foot. That's trash. But when you get him on the right side on 10 chemistry, he's running down the right. He sends a driven across the goalie. Bang, underneath the goalie. Beautiful on that right foot. So for me, having him on the right is way more beneficial than having him on the left. So that's why I think he's the best informed card in this game. First of all, Walcott's already overpowered in this game. When you get him on the right side, when you get him with 10 chemistry, when you get him with 95 pace, oh, it's a beautiful thing. Right now, we're picking up Renato Sachis. We're also picking up the boy Coleman, and we're also picking up the boy David Alaba in just a little bit. We're putting together what I think is going to be my dream team going into the last week of January's Foot Champions. We also pick up the boy, we didn't pick him up, but I threw him in there, Concept Gray. I wanted to see what he would look like. I sold Willian, I sold Felipe Coutinho, I sold my old Walcott because we have the new Walcott. And I want to say something real quick before we go any further. Every time I talk about a formation, every time I talk about a chemistry style, every time I talk about a player or even anything, informs anything, all the things I say in this video are opinions. So when I say Walcott is my favorite strike, or my favorite inform in the game, that's an opinion. You're not gonna have the same opinion as me. Some will, but most won't. Because certain players play a certain way for people, certain formations play a certain way for people. It's just the way the game works out. It's all opinion, just like my custom tactics. The one I use might not work for you because it's an opinion. I play well with that. It's all an opinion, man. So everybody's entitled to their opinion. I really like Walcott, man. I know he might not be the best card in your eyes, but in my eyes, I absolutely love this card. Bronze pack method. Yes, we have 130,000 coins, but it's never, ever, ever, ever enough coins. We stay doing the bronze bronze pack method. I'm gonna fill my trade pile completely up with bronze cards and everything. If you missed the last episode, you want to check it out, man, because we played in our first ever draft on this series. Yes, I used 15,000 coins to enter a draft to see if I could make profit so we could put together the team you're looking at right now. Now, right now, I'm throwing a bunch of coins, and I was actually waiting around for stuff to sell. Why? Because not only did I want to buy Gray, but I also want to buy David Alaba. I put a big poll on Twitter. I was like, yo, Booyah Nation, help your boy out, home slice. I was like, should I buy the boy Gray or not? And everybody was like, well, Skills, you know what, man, you could just get Vardy. Vardy's pretty much the same thing. But then I started looking at the two cards, and one of the things I noticed that was very, very different is not only because they both have the same traits, except for Gray has, I always want to call him Gary. Gray has, he has like pouncer, pouncer. Yo, there it is. And he has that trait, which is magic, right? Because that's a trait that helps him out. He also has more physical than Vardy, and the biggest thing, he's a high medium, where Vardy's a high. And I know a lot of people don't really care for work rates, and again, down to opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of high highs. Now, Musa is one of my favorite strikers in the BPL, and he's a high, and he's actually still the top goal scorer on this team, which you'll see towards the end of the video. But at the same time, I don't know, man. I don't know if the high is the best thing for me. I do like Vardy. Don't get it twisted, baby. He's nice. I just think that Gray might be a good card. Either way, I snatch up David Alaba right here, and that's going to leave us with 31,000 coins. Now, 31,000 coins is not enough to get Gray. So I decided, you know what? Next thing up is to jump back into Division 1 and to try to win Division 1. Now, the only problem with that is two things. Also, I want you guys to look at what I'm showing you right now. This is my second team. I don't really want a second team. I only want one team, but I have a team with Dembele and Musa. But if I sell all of them, which I think you'll find out towards the end of the episode, I'm really thinking about selling all of them. Now, I got to get about 60,000 coins if we want to snatch up Gray. Now, I don't know if we should snatch up Gray or if we should stay with this Sexy Beast team, the first one I showed you, and then make a second team from maybe the Serie A. Because, my goodness, Booyah Nation, the amount of times I got matched up against Dybala in this episode and the amount of times that Dybala went hamburger on me, it kind of made me want Dybala. People were tweeting me. A lot of the Booyah Nation members like, yo, Skills, snatch up Dybala. I had a conversation with a homie on Twitter yesterday about it. He was saying, yo, snatch up Dybala. Actually, was today. And I was like, well, right now, he doesn't really fit our team. Right here, you can see me buying Matic over, and you're probably like, why'd you do that? Shadow chemistry styles are real expensive, so I bought him for like 6,000 coins. Now I'm going to list up my old one. I'll probably end up making like 5,000 or 6,000 coins back. So I sold mine to get the chemistry style I like. I really think Matic is a great player in this game, but I think he's much better with a Shadow on him. Shadow gives pace and defense, which is something I really, really like, and something that Matic lacks is pace. So anyways, man, as I've been jumping all around, I don't know what to do right now, man. We could sell that second team, the one I showed you with Musa, and I think Ox Chamberlain, Sterling. Who else is on that team? Who else is on there, man? Dembele's on there. So we could sell that team, and then we could try to go into a different league. But at the same time, I don't really think I want two teams going into the last week of the Foot Champions. But then when I went into Division 1, I started buying fitness cards to play, and I realized, you know what, this gets expensive really, really quick, because I truly think, and if you played FIFA many years ago, let's say like FIFA, I want to say like 13, 12 maybe, 13, 14 maybe, fitness cards you only have to do after like 2 or 3 games. I feel like in this one, you need to use a fitness card after every single game. I feel like your team is completely dead, shot, done, about to have a heart attack on the field. I truly feel that way, man. I feel like they're absolutely done after one game. We jump into our first game in this episode, but we did play 2 games already in Division 1. We tied 1 and we won 1, which means we're on 4 points. Now we're trying to win the title so we can get 15,000 coins, or more importantly, we're just trying to make sure we stay in Division 1, and then we'll eventually win it. Big boy Coleman on his debut with a nice little bending finesse shot into the back of the net. It was a good finish, and I want to talk about our new signings. No point in talking about Renato Sanchez, because everybody here knows how overpowered this man is. Coleman got a goal. Coleman looking for another one. It falls to Anthony Martial. He sends it up to Coleman, and Coleman does find a second. Now let's talk about Coleman. How great is he? Well, Coleman's fast. Coleman has a decent shot. Coleman is not physical, man. He's not physical, and another thing I kind of dislike about him is that he's a medium low. So what does that actually mean? A medium low means this: he's never really going to push too far into the box, and he's never going to drop back to help defend. I'd rather him be a medium like Walcott is, just because then he would stay kind of in the middle of the pitch. But instead, he's kind of like in no man's land. It's the one thing I don't really like about him. His position is kind of funky, man. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's like gonna be in the box, if he's not gonna be in the box. I know his little lazy self ain't gonna run backwards. So I don't know how I feel about this Coleman card yet, man. A lot of people say he's overpowered. He did score 2 goals in his debut, so I'm not gonna bash him, man. You guys need to count how many times I get matched up against this Dybala card. I saw Dybala so many times in Division 1, man. I was ready to square up on Dybala. I was ready to fight him. I know he whooped my butt because I got fat arms, but still. And here's Dybala right here. Look at this, man. Cheese-a-roni, man. Dybala, I hate your face, man. Dybala scores first, and on top of it, he's dabbing on us. I send this back to Renato Sanchez. I send it over to boy Walcott, and Walcott doing what Walcott does. He didn't score in his debut, right? But it's all right. Second game. My man Conte moving the ball around nicely. Anthony Martial getting into that space, and Anthony Martial is OP as hell, man. He brings the OP-ness to the table. Now, talking about OP-ness, yo, imagine having a team with Walcott, Dybala, and Anthony Martial. I mean, that would just be so beautiful. That would be such a sexy thing, man. Absolutely unbelievable thing. If you could have right winger or right forward Walcott, striker Dybala, Anthony Martial left forward, man, I would cause so much damage with that card, with those 3 cards, man. I'm telling you right now, that would be unbelievable. But unfortunately, it doesn't fit. One thing I do want to say, if you play Serie A, look at Nainggolan. Everybody nowadays is on this Serie A hype. And there's something I want to say real quick. I shouldn't say it because y'all are going to use him against me and murder me. But you see Walcott, right? Walcott, in my opinion, is the man, right? Walcott is the best in form in the game, in my opinion. But there's a card that is identical to Walcott, if not better than Walcott, because he's a 4-star, I believe. He goes by the name of Salah. So if you play the Serie A, man, in-form Salah, I used him on my mega team. The only reason I got rid of him and Walcott is because I got George Best at the right forward position. My man Salah is unbelievable. Like I said, he is Walcott, but with the 4-star. So he has a 4-star weak foot. He has like 95 pace, I believe, as well. He's just unbelievable, man. So if you run that Serie A team, man, pick up Salah, pick up Dybala, you going to town with that team. Next game, we jump into a team where I say, you know what, we got this, man. This should be us right here. This should be us right here because he's rocking a team that's equal to ours, if not lesser than ours. So we should go in there and we should beast and feast. But remember, it's not always down to team. I mean, we got Elite 3 with a poo-poo caca team. Nice pass it to Walcott, and Walcott doing what Walcott does. Lovely finish, even on his left foot, Walcott going ham. So Walcott gets off to a great start for the team. Like I said, look at this right here. I told y'all, man, it's not a game, this Walcott card. He gets off to a great start, man. He got to go in his second game. He got 2 already, so 3 games down, 3 goals. Walcott on it. He finds the boy Conte in the box, and Conte not going to miss from there. Just kidding, he is. But look who's right there. Big boy Coleman getting that rebound goal. So Coleman and Walcott definitely scoring goals. And remember, Division 1 is a tricky thing, man. Division 1 on my main account took me a few attempts before I got it. I actually got relegated about 3 times. For the first FIFA ever, I got relegated out of Division 1 like 3 times before I actually won the damn thing, man. So Division 1 used to be a pain in the butt. This game, I mean, used to be a pain in the butt. Right now, in this, like, you know, in January, because the game's been out for a while, I don't think it's as hard, but it's still a difficult thing to get Division 1. I think Division 1's a little bit harder than Foot Champions. Regardless, my boy Walcott scores again, which means in 3 games, he has 4. Well done to the boy Walcott. He also got a hat trick that game, I believe, and I had him playing Cam. I went to the 4-1-2-1-2, like you guys know, the narrow one. I kept Coleman up top because he's a medium low, so he doesn't like to drop back at all. Walcott's a medium, so I thought he would fit better at Cam, and I left him up top with Anthony Martial. So my man Walcott got 3 goals from the Cam position. It's time to go back to the bronze pack technique because I want Gray. I really, really want Gray, man. But again, let's rephrase that. I want the money for Gray so then I can figure out what to do with him, Booyah Nation. I don't know if I'm going to snatch him up. I don't know. You guys got to let me know down below. Do I build a Serie A team to rotate? Do I buy Gray and then buy fitness cards after every game or 2? What do y'all think is the best bet? I truly believe that if we want to go Hamburg, I'm changing my kit every single game now pretty much. Bronze have the best kits. Right here, you see me go at the Squad Builder Challenge because you know what, man, if I could get that Squad Builder Ibra, man, that would be a beautiful thing, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I just don't got the money to be messing around with Squad Builders right now. Now I take a massive injury to Walcott's foot, and this is the problem having one team, man. Walcott's foot is injured, so I got to drop him for a game, which really, really sucks. I thought about playing with my second team going into the next one, but I really don't want to play with this team, and I want to stay with one team so I can know every single player like the back of my hand, but we're going to waste so much money on fitness cards. I don't know what to do, man. I honestly don't know what the right thing to do is right now, Booyah Nation. Up next, we get matched up against a team with Blanc, with Vardy, with the purple Sterling, who is a fantastic card. And we need a win, man. We need a big win in Division 1. He's going to start off with a nice penalty. We bring him down in the box. Vardy's going to win himself a chill little penalty. I believe Klein brought him down. So actually right here, I am playing with my second team, and I'm playing with the team with Ox and Sterling and stuff like that. My boy Butland comes up with a nice save. Actually, it's Luke Shaw. And my back is Luke Shaw, Matip, Mustafi, and somebody else. So he finally gets a goal after he missed the penalty. We come down the field with Ox-Chamberlain, who I do love. Dembele finds Ox-Chamberlain, and he puts it into the back of the net. And I'm not saying this is a bad team, because this is a good team. It's just not our other team. It's not the Walcott and the Anthony Martial team, is it? It's a team that, I don't know, man, when you get matched up against the Blancs and the Vardys and the Purple Sterling, it starts to get a little bit tough, man, because your team is definitely under-teamed, especially in Division 1. 3-1, he goes up, and we're going to take an L right here. This is our first L of Division 1, so now we have 3 wins, 2 ties, 1 loss, and we want this title. Ox-Chamberlain took an injury, so that kind of sucked, but we're going to go back to our second team. Excuse me, our main team, and Walcott is no longer injured, where we get matched up against a team with, what is that, 5 or 6 informs, Renato Sanchez, Draxler. I wasn't too scared when I saw this team. I felt like we had this, although that Dembele card really scares me at right winger. Nice shot right there into the back of the net from the boy Sherla, and he's going to score the first one, and I started to get a little bit worried there, but I send the ball over the top to Anthony Martial, who doesn't miss from there. His left foot is nice. Number 18, Anthony Martial. Do y'all like those yellow kits? Let me know down below. Also, please let me know, man, do I go to a second team? Do I buy Gray? Should we just buy substitutes and like rotate the good BPL players in? I'm not really sure. Coleman tucks into the back of the net, and as you can see, when we play with our big team, we're getting dubs. Walcott with it. Steps around the defender. Walcott still with it. Walcott scores from anywhere. Inform Walcott's unbelievable. This card is unbelievable, man. If you get him in the right position in the box, man, he's scoring every single time. Beat the keeper from the corner. Over the top, a beautiful ball to my man Anthony Martial. What can he do with it? With a chip right into the corner pocket. And we're going to go up 4-1 and pick up another win win in Division 1. That's what it's looking like. Win number 4 would be a beautiful thing. I would tell you how many points we're on, but I'm really bad with math. So I'm going to send the ball down bottom, and Anthony Martial looking for his hat trick, and I believe he actually got his hat trick right there. Is that 3 for him or 2? Yeah, that was a hat trick for him. And we're going to pick up a win 5-1, and we can't get relegated no more. That's nice. So we're staying in Division 1 no matter what. We're staying. All we got to do is win our last 3 games, and we win the title. So it's that simple. Win 3, win the title, easy peasy. Let's get it in, baby. So I decide to not buy a fitness card as I go into this next game, which is, I don't know if that's a smart move or not. This is going to be game number 2 without a fitness card. And we go in and we get matched up against the boy Dybala once again. Dybala and a great team, and Night and all them in there. He's going to start off this game beautiful, and this was a very tough game to break him down. Dybala with a finesse shot. I'm telling you, man, every time I play against Dybala, the boy goes hard. Musa sends it over to Walcott. He scores. Did I bring Musa in at this point? Was Musa playing, or was that Conte who put that ball in? Maybe it was Conte. I'm not really sure. My boy Bellerin with it. I find the boy Walcott. He goes to Renato Sanchez. Renato sends it down, bottom to Musa. Actually, I guess I brought in Musa and Walcott once again. I'm telling you, man. The Walcott show is here. Welcome to the show, man. I hope you bought your tickets. Clearly, you bought your tickets because you're watching it. Big boy Walcott scores once again. Over the top, a beautiful one to Sterling. Walcott gonna get that assist. You best believe we ain't missing from there. And like I said, man, just keep banging away. Whether it's at the draft, I wouldn't chance it too much with the draft because, as you guys saw from my Draft to Glory series, it's not really beneficial. Look at this stupid Dybala card, man. Mean finesse shot right there, and he's dabbing on us. I would really run through divisions, do the bronze method that I've showed throughout this series, and make sure you're buying players that you feel really comfortable with, man. Players that you feel are absolutely unbelievable. I knew this Walcott card was good. I knew Conte was good. I didn't know Ox-Chamberlain was good, but I knew these cards were good from playing on my main account. Sterling I knew was good. Although, actually, no, I knew Purple Sterling was good. I never played with his regular one. So I just used cards that I felt were good cards. I heard so much about Anthony Martial from you guys. I heard so much about Anthony Martial from my brother. So that's why I snatched him up, and he's been unbelievable, man. And that's another thing. People are like, yo, why are you buying gray if you got Anthony Martial? I don't know, man. I wanted to try having a 10 chem striker with a lot of speed. And that's not saying that Anthony Martial is going to lose his spot, because let me be honest with you guys, man. As I go into this next game where I bought a fitness card, remember, we have 2 more games. We have to win both. David Alaba is somebody I dislike, and I'm ready to play Renato Sanchez on like 8 chem. I think he'll be on 8 chem because Coleman would go into him and bench David Alaba, man. I'm thinking about selling David Alaba, using Luke Shaw to go into Smalling. He'll get perfect 10 chem, I believe, and then getting rid of David Alaba so I can have Renato Sanchez. Renato Sanchez will be on 7 or 8 chem, and I know he'll be off chem, but look, Anthony Martial plays fine off chem. Renato Sanchez, I think, will be fine off chem, but I dislike David Alaba, and again, this is just an opinion thing. A lot of people say he's the best left back in the game. I dislike this, man. I hated him on main account. I hate him on this account. He leaves too many gaps. He exposes Smalling. He leaves Smalling by himself. Smalling doesn't deserve to be treated this way, man. He's like a really bad girlfriend of Smalling, man. He's always hanging, like he's leaving Smalling by himself. He's never on time with Smalling. He doesn't take him to the movies. He's really mean to Smalling, man, and I think they should break up because it's not healthy for the relationship, man. As you can see right here, man, David Alaba, all the goals are coming down David Alaba's spot, man. Every single goal came down David Alaba's spot. I think David Alaba even gave the penalty away, man. It goes to 5-4, right? And I was up 5-1. Then I was like, yo, I gotta put this to bed, man. And who else is gonna put the game to bed? There's one guy only that can put this game to bed. You're thinking Walcott. No, it's not Walcott. It's the most overpowered player on the team, Mr. Renato Sanchez. Lets it fly. The guy doesn't even have a good shot on the man, but supposedly his car doesn't have a good shot, but in the game, he's broken, man. Big goal right there, 6-4 victory. We go into the last game, needing 3 points. And this is the thing. I went into it. My team's fitness is boo-boo, okay? Now, I could either play with my second team or I could play with a team with boo-boo fitness. And I went in with the team with Boo Boo Fitness. And here's the big thing, right? I actually played against a viewer, man, because they tweeted me. One of the homies tweeted me, said, yo, you're playing my cousin right now. The game was a great game in the first half. The game was fantastic. I get matched up against a very good, like, French/BPL team, as you can see right here. The game was great in the first half, man. Anthony Martial finds the boy Walcott, and you know he ain't missing, man. You're in the box, let it fly. He puts it to the back of the net. But we move into the second half, and I swear to God, I felt like I could not touch the ball. My players seemed tired. I couldn't catch nobody. Walcott, how do you miss there, man? That was still in the first half. He hit the post, unlucky. We move into like the 80th minute, 81st minute, man. My team just seemed completely dead. I couldn't do nothing. Matic puts the dagger to us, man. We needed a win. That's a tie. I went all out attack at this point because I wanted to see if I could get back into it with the last 5 minutes. But Griezmann gonna put the dagger one more time. We're gonna take an L. I went ultra attack and we could have done with the tie, but the tie would have done nothing for us. We stay in Division 1. We don't win the title, but we do get 7,000 coins. So I think now we're up to like 50,000 coins. It's time to start making decisions, man. Do I go after this gray character? Do I not go after him? Is he better than Vardy? Is he not better than Vardy? I don't know. I don't know exactly what to do, man. I don't know if I start to build a second team because you saw fitness was a super issue there. Well, I truly believe not my opponent was fantastic. Don't get it twisted. But I truly believe that the fitness was such a massive issue in the 80th minute that we're going to have to buy a fitness card every single game, after every single game in Foot Champions, which is going to cost us around, if you play 40 games after every game, you're gonna pay about 40,000 coins in fitness cards. Unless you do every 2 games, which kind of sucks, you'll pay 20,000 coins. We could do that. David Alaba here, as you can see, our Butland has the most games for us. The most goals, the boy Musa, then Mane, then Anthony Martial, then Sterling. Anthony Martial is doing his thing. I'm not going to lie to you. Walcott is positive. He's more goals to games. And that's what I want to see. I wish Anthony Martial should really be more goals than games. I like my strikers to be like that. Ronaldo's my striker on my main account. He's more the thing. And I'm not saying that Anthony Martial is supposed to be as good as Ronaldo. I'm just saying that I like my strikers to have more goals than games. So that's why I really want to try Gray. And if we get Gray, we'll move Anthony Martial back into the midfield maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. I hope you guys learned something from it. If not, I hope you enjoyed it still. Remember, man, it's all opinion. This Inform Walcott, I would recommend it 100%. I love this card more than anything. He's expensive, but he's bae, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Big thumbs up. I know you guys are going to smash either way, so I ain't even got to tell y'all. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Yo, tell your friends about me. If you're going to school today and you don't know that I do a road to glory, you tell them, yo, you watch Skills? They'll be like, nah, man, watch Skills. Be like, why? Because he sucks at YouTube. Buying a new pair of cleats motivates me to get back at the football field. I know that sounds really stupid, but it's just like if you've missed the gym for a long time. If you buy yourself a brand new pair of gym shoes, it's gonna motivate you to get back into the gym. Maybe a shirt, maybe anything, something. Let me know in the comments down below. What motivates you to do something again? Maybe it's just playing FIFA. You buy a card that motivates you to play the game again. These here are turf ones because the fields around my house, the fields in my area, is taking all the regular grass fields out and they're putting in turf. Am I the biggest fan of that? No.